Hey, we're live. We're live. Where is my mustache? Chat. Sounds on. Gotta shut this up. Making a loud blinging noise. Said Chomper challenge. Chip challenge. Doesn't have any left. Hey, Sip. I'm going to do a challenge. You haven't got many left. I only did one the other night. I need to do more. So it's a 3-minute. Hang on, you dickhead. Clear. 3-minute. Right, mate. I just got on your website and ordered. Could only order 9 Trailblazers. That's all you had. And ordered another 3 of your portal. Righto. No worries, mate. So, here we go. We do this, we eat it, do a 3-minute afterburn, and do another one, and another one. I like doing multiples of these. I'll get all this out first. Get it all out. Try it later. Anyway, let's go. Right, lunchtime. Cheers, everyone. Mm. Mm. A bit of saliva went the wrong way then. These are very hard. I just had them sitting in the box over here. It's been bloody cold. So it acted like a fridge. Still nice, huh? Great peppermint. Mm. 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 Excuse me. Mm. Excuse me. Come here. Get it out of the corner. Where is it? Empty. Mm. Mm. Very nice. Excuse me. Stop that. A bit of saliva coming back to haunt me. Oh. Open up the next one. We got three. Do three today. Let's have a look at this. Where is it? Come on. Where are you? That's interesting, mate. I'm just looking on FireHub now, and they haven't got your portal in the chocolate league tables. You'll have to get onto Michael and tell him to put them in there. Yeah, you'll have to get onto him about that, mate. It's under candy. It's more chocolate than candy. But anyway, I'll have a look. Snack. Oh, sweets and candy table. Let's have a look. There it is. Well, there you go. Learn something every day. It's more chocolate than, anyway. It's good. At least I know where to find it to put me submission in. Number 2. Absolutely beautiful. Really good. empty. Mm. Mm. Great tasting. Get it all off my teeth. Open up number 3. I've got to get that great hunk out there. I'll do that before we start the next one. Starting to get a really nice burn now. Really nice. Really, it's good. As I already know. Yeah, nice burn. Very good. Now, I want to find something. I can't find it. Anyway, this is a really good challenge. I thoroughly recommend anyone that's watching this to get on. You can't buy this one anymore. They're sold out. SIP might be making some at another time, but they're not available now. They're out of stock. We've got some other stuff that's in stock. Here's the portal. Here's this one. Portal Rock Challenge. It's got a few of them. The Trailblaze. I've got none here. I've just ordered some. I don't know how many he has left in stock. I could only get 9, so I don't know if that's all that was left. But anyway, get on to SIP's website. I'll get this out. Hunk of chocolate sitting in here. So get on to SIP's website, which is all the W's, sipscreations.com.com. So it's sipscreations.com. Log into the site, become a member, and receive benefits. from your membership. So yeah, there's no more of the Trailblaze. And trail mix. I just bought the last of it apparently, so Sip will be making some more. Great peppermint taste. And another bit. That tastes so good. Mm. 100%. Excellent. So that's it. 3 done. No, nothing else there. What have we got here? We only got 5 left. By doing one the other night, it's made it odd. Oh, excuse me. By doing one the other night, it made it odd. Because I would have had 6 then. But anyway. Not to worry. Get some more portals and Trailblaze. And we'll go from there. Great peppermint taste. That's really, really tasty. 10 out of 10. Again, they're Sippy for a great product. Alright, once again at the end of the video, I'll be putting my disclaimer up, which will be on that side, and subscriber button on that side. Hey, Corgi! You always come on the end of my lives there, darling. Should get on the early ones. I'll do another one, eh? Considering I've got odd number left, I'll do another one. You don't get notifications. You subscribe, don't you? I'm only doing the Chomper Chip Challenge. You're here, so I'll do another one. If you're subscribed, you should get notifications. You've got to hit the bell. If you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when I do the live. I think that's it. I think that's right, and that's it. Hang on. Right, let's have a look here. Where's the bell? That's what I do. I have to change the notifications to all. Ah. There's nothing I can do, I don't think. Mm. Mm. Yes, he did. Mm. You can always get on the site like I have, Corky, and just get notifications for when he makes some more. Whenever he makes some more. And you can order them. I'm going well, thanks, Corky. Looks like I go into hospital on the 13th of August to get my knee replaced. So I'll be out of action for a while. At least a couple of weeks until I can start hobbling around. And then I'll get back stuck into the challenges again. I'm going to be in pain anyway with my knee, so I might as well add a little extra. So you've had it. You've had a knee replacement, Corky. Six months. Wow. So first week, eh? Get that out of the road and it's all smooth sailing, eh? Yeah, apart from that, everything's going well. So do I. I need both done. The right one's going to get done first. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm going to be very obedient. Just keep everything crossed. That'll do for me. Talking to a mate today. Haven't seen him for a while. He's moved up north. He fell off a motorbike 2 weeks ago. Simple accident. He was only doing about 25 k's an hour, which is not very fast. It's not very fast at all. And one of the knobbies on the tyre of the motorbike slipped off the boardwalk that they were travelling on and went into a depression, and that just threw him. And he landed on a granite rock, like a reasonable sized rock, and he nearly died. Crushed 11 ribs, and they're all broken in 12 different places. Split his spleen, broke his arm. He was up in the mountains. And it just goes to show you don't have to be speeding or anything like that to have something go wrong, which is exactly what happened. I'll do another one. How many is that going to make it? I'm not even counting now. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be number 5. Might as well do 6, eh? Yeah, so I was talking to him today. He rang me, he sent me a message on Messenger. It's so easy. Was he wearing a helmet, Corky? There you go. Always happens. That's a big road trip. It's a long flight over here. Now, look this out. I live on the East Coast. I'm actually an hour and 40 minutes drive north of Sydney. Oh, I should have cleaned all that out. I'll do that. The next one. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Sydney. This will be number 6. Sydney, eh? I can honestly say that I'm not a fan of Sydney. Great place to visit. But I go down there for work a fair bit. Although I haven't been at work for a long while because of my knee, but Wichita grubs. Did you eat fresh Wichita grubs or were they, how did you eat them? Cooked is the best way. Eating them alive, you got to eat the head, bite the head off and spit it out, and then eat the rest of the body. Yeah, they're better off cooked. Right. You still don't eat the head though. You take the head off and eat the rest. They are quite pleasant. It's just the thought of eating them. Yeah, very nice. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, very nice eating. It's just the thought of eating a grub, which is about that long, and it's around about that round. You can get them a lot smaller, but yeah, the grubs that burrow into gum trees. Yes, a lot different. The way to eat them is cooked. My father, though, who, when he was alive, he'd grab them and he would just bite the head off, spit it out, and just straight down. No. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. If I can get this out, you mongrel thing. Got it. So that's empty now. Cheers. There's him and his father, my grandfather, out in the bush. They just grabbed these. No, I couldn't do it. Definitely cooked because they're firm. Australia has some really good, what we call bush tucker. Yeah, if you know what you're looking for, and it's stranded out in the bush, you can keep yourself alive for a very long time. That's if you don't step on a snake. Then you're not going to survive very long. It is good to know where to find water. A lot of people just don't realise I can be walking past somewhere and most of them don't hurt you. Like the big bird-eating spiders, well, they're around about big. Right, no, if they bite you, they're going to make you sick. But you can handle them. They're like a big tarantula. Most kangaroos will run away from you. But if you've got a big buck and he's got his little harem around him, They can be very nasty, and they can attack. Around my house, every evening, they've got orb spiders, big orb spiders. They're around about that big. From the top down to the bottom, they have these huge phalanx on the back of it, and it's sort of like got a wriggle on their back, and they make these huge webs, and in the middle it's the same as the marking that's on the back of them, and massive spiders. You can actually grab them, and they just walk around. They don't hurt you, and you can push them back. The huntsman, that's the ones you see a lot of on the walls. They are dinner plate size. Once again, will make you sick if they bite you, but 9 times out of 10 they won't. They avoid you. If you want to go up and put your hand on them, they'll jump. Most times they'll jump towards you and they'll want to land on you. But a lot of car accidents have happened through the huntsman. They get underneath the visor, and then they just walk out of the visor and just jump on top of you, and a lot of people just panic and let go of the wheel, and accidents happen. So there's been a lot of accidents happen with the huntsman. I think there's about there's something like 10 real deadly spiders. Not real deadly, but funnel web, very deadly. Anti-venin for that now, so there hasn't been any deaths for a long while. Butterflies, absolutely a great variety of butterflies. So when was you over here? I actually do, and it's a known thing. You can Google it. Accidents in Australia by spiders, like car accidents. Huntsmen just jumping out of the, or go from the visor down the windscreen, and person driving. I've actually, thanks Chip, I've actually had the experience of one fall on me while I was driving. I can honestly say I don't swear on these, but I shit myself. Absolutely just landed, and I was just running around all over, and I just took so much of my concentration not to let go of the steering wheel and try and get it off me, and in the end I just stayed there until I could get over, and then I pulled over and I just casually got out of the car, and this thing was just sitting there. It didn't move, and my heart was just pounding, and I just thought, you mongrel, yeah. And then as I went like that, it just jumped and went onto the car, and off it went. I thought, you could have killed myself. But yeah, you just got to not panic. I know it's easy to say, and just say, right, just going to stay with this line. And then I got over, and yeah, the more you try and disturb it, the more it wants to run around, and so and it'll just sit there and wait. It's not funny. I laughed later. Yeah, but at the time it was extremely scary. But what do? You can't do nothing. But that's honest. A lot of accidents happen in Australia, car accidents, mainly in the city. These things can just get in through the door, they're just absolutely unbelievable how they can just get through cracks and stuff like that. But a lot of people keep them in their house. They're a great fly catcher. They love cockroaches, so they're an exterminator. So you don't go around, you don't spray for flies. I use a fly spotter every now and again, but if one gets in the house, it's got free reign. I just let it go. See one moment, then you'll come back half an hour later, it's gone. You go, I wonder where you are. But you're not worried about it. You know, they're not going to hurt you. So it's the way it is. You live with this stuff, but yeah, we do have some deadly things, but you don't really see. I see a lot of snakes here where I live. Black and brown snakes, the two bad ones. Yeah, it's just keeping the dog away from them because the dogs like to have a go at them. And yeah, if they get bitten, the dog gets bitten, it's all over bar the shouting. And yeah. It'll be easier for me to come over there. So which part of the US are you all in? Because I know there's a few on the Pacific coast. You've got Annie, Jeff. I don't know who else is on the Pacific coast. Green Bay. I know that. Nowhere near the Pacific coast. How far are you away from? So you're in Wisconsin. You're both in Wisconsin. Well, that's handy. I'll have to do a bit of recon and check out flights, costs, and all that stuff. Oh, how's that? 30, 40 minutes. Bugger all. And you know the beauty of it is I can buy stuff over there for bugger all freight. It's only going to cost me, I don't know, $1,800 freight to get it home. That's return trip, say. I might be able to get it a lot cheaper. But yeah, I would buy a lot of stuff while I was over there. Because it is ridiculous. And I've got some stuff for Scoville. And Chris said he couldn't do it any cheaper because he'd have to have an account with FedEx. And he didn't want to do that. So, yes, it is. It's even to send an envelope, Corky, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Because I sent stuff over to Jeff, cards, and that cost me $21. And I went, that's ridiculous. You know, like, because it's the weight of the cards. Like I had them in there. And I just went, nah. And then the other thing is now I've got sending source. So I'm actually going to talk with FedEx tomorrow and see if they won't do domestic. So they won't do anywhere in Australia. They will do overseas. So now I'm going to go and see what they can do for me to send bottles overseas of source and see if I can work on a decent rate. And by having an account with them, because everything here in Australia is just, you buy the product. If you look at, say, $20 a bottle, someone buys 5 bottles, $100. It's going to cost me $120 to send it. It's just not viable. You're paying more in freight than what you are for the actual stuff. So I know. I've watched it a couple of times. I've seen you on your live. Well, not your live. I've seen the replay on YouTube. It didn't cost much to send the shirts over. Well, it did. It was $25 for the shirt and $8 or $9 or whatever it was. So it might have been more. I forget now. It's that long ago. Yeah. So see you wearing that shirt. I love it. Absolutely love it. And so yeah, I'll get an account with FedEx, and we'll see what that happens. Well, if they're not going to do the deal, I won't have an account with them. I'll go through someone else. But that's only to send overseas, but not internally. It's still bad here in Australia, sending around in Australia. So I'm actually going through another company. Another sauce maker goes through in Melbourne, and see if I can do a deal with them, because he's doing deals with them. So we'll just see what happens. And then I'll just work on selling my sauce, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I've raved on enough. Thank you very much for getting on there, Corky. Good to hear from you again. Sip, as usual, mate. Thank you very much. Both in Wisconsin. I'm going to have to do a recon on some prices, and we'll work out what's going on. It's always good seeing or hearing you doing your records. And so that's 6 down. I've only got 2 left now. I wasn't going to do them then. So that's it. Righto. Thank you for getting on. It's, geez, been going for 53 minutes. Raving on. Righto. Thank you very much once again. Ta-ra. Ta-ra to you, Corky. And see you later there, Sip. And anyone else that's on that hasn't got into the chat, you all have a good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. Righto. I'll catch you later. Righto. Bye.